was curious. Do they get upset if you stand right in front? Is that against law? Or
no,
is
it's not against. Yeah, it's more of us being polite. Basically, some idiots a few years ago went in and caused sort of a bit of trouble. So that, there is an agreement in place, but there's nothing technically stopping us. But
it hasn't been trouble. What they did was they went to the guy with the guitar, and the guy with the guitar, one guy with the camera went in and started singing a song before the guitar documented about all of it is true, but the Scientologists didn't like that.
Yeah, they didn't like the live music right inside their building, so... No, I mean, there's nothing sort of technically stopping us, but we comply with the Met. Although, I mean, I occasionally come by on myself.
It always seems really quiet. I walk by this every day after work, and, or to work and from work.
Yeah.
It always seems really quiet.
Oh, yeah.
They're not doing storming business.
No, the thing is, they have a lot of money, in the bank accounts, and they can afford to survive. I don't know how long for, but for some time. But this is not an unusual case. I mean, we obviously sort of see updates from their orbs all over the world, and they're all empty.
Yeah.
I mean, the only people inside them are people sort of Scientologists. The new people coming in are kind of very few. So,
well, maybe the word's getting out a little bit that there's something not to take at face value. At the very least, go in with the critical sort of.
No, sure, but the thing is, they shut off whenever they hear anything critical. I mean, because
I'm talking about people who might wander in on to check it out. Oh, free personality test.
That's the thing. It seems innocent and fun, but that's how they get you. That's how it all starts.
I've often been tempted to go in and see how far I could get with the full personality test without signing anything or.
Yeah, well, if you do, the only thing I'd say is never give them your real details. I remember speaking to
true because they will hound you.
Oh yeah, I spoke to a guy. What was it? The last couple of months ago, and he basically said he went in for one of their tests. They forced him to buy the book. Well, not forced, but did one of their very sort of aggressive sales techniques. He gave them the address. For 3 years, he was harassed by them, and they even sent people to his parents' house, to sort of trying to see whether he'd be interested in buying more courses. So. By all means, I mean, I always say, by all means, check out their website, go in and talk to them, but whatever you do, try and avoid giving them your real details and names. So
I occasionally get stopped, they'll be pushing literature on the street, getting you to come in for a free test and everything, and they always, in a very sort of friendly and polite way.
Of course.
They'll tell me all about this and that, and did you know it's the biggest selling book on psychology in the world? And then I say, don't you guys mistrust psychology as a science? And it goes on and on about all the benefits and all these interesting things. And I said, so at what stage did you learn about Xenu?
Yeah.
And then,
excellent. Good work. Yeah.
I've done it several times now. They don't.
They never seem to recall the same people. It's well funny.
They do it to 1,000 people.
Yeah, no, exactly.
In a busy street like this.
Well, we have it's quite funny because obviously the church always denies the Xenu story.
Yeah.
We have a guy who used to work in that building, and he's still a practicing Scientologist today, but he's part of a group called the Free Zoners, who practice outside of the Church of Scientology, and they protest alongside us. And he is OT3.
All right.
And when I sort of had the chance to talk to this guy, and actually got it had an interview with him as well, and sort of, I said OT3, obviously the church denies it, but can you confirm that the Xenu story is what you got told? He goes, yeah, that's what you got told, and then he sort of finishes off very nicely by saying, just for clarification, I don't believe there's a Xenu. So, but some people inside will, they'll take it literally.
You've got L. Ron Hubbard himself on audio.
Yeah, saying it exactly
about
in his writing and all this stuff
in great, painful detail. That is embarrassingly detailed.
75 million years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no good stuff.
And they're spaceships that are almost exactly like
DC-8. Yeah. Except with rocket engines. Oh, it's ludicrous. I mean, that for me must be the point when you sort of get there and you're like, everything they promised me so far hasn't come about, and now I'm being told this. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, but that's where you're wrong. The people do believe that what they promised and has happened.
I suppose
prosperity or relaxation or control of your life and all these sort of things. And people start looking for this sort of confirmation bias kicks in, and they start.
Yeah.
They see the hits and forget the misses, as we all know, and then by that time, that's why they don't put Xenu on the front door.
No,
you know?
of course not.
And
I think
by that time you're kind of in for a penny, in for a pound.
Exactly, yeah. You put a lot of you feel very foolish. Sure. I mean, it's a very well sort of structured thing, but I mean, as to why the guy put in the Xenu story, I have no idea. I mean, because obviously OT3 is like a course, you know, you have to go and do things, and the guy we spoke to, you know, said like, it helped me and all this stuff, which is fine. He's a believer in it, but he's outside the church, so we haven't got a problem. He protests with us for the same reasons we protest.
I can't imagine that everything they teach you is bad, you know.
Well,
as far as I don't know, they seem to be a lot of that sort of like innocuous, middle of the road, touchy-feely kind of self-help advice.
I've read it,
and that's really not a terrible thing, and it can make a lot of people feel good.
The thing is, people go in expecting to do the, you know, to help people out. And I mean, I think the people who get in it are ultimately good people, but then they get caught up in the system, start getting the whole sort of the brainwashing effects and stuff like that. And I think in particular, I've read a lot of sort of accounts of basically the early courses make a lot more sense.
Yeah,
and you know, maybe if you do like a communication course, it can sort of help you to teach yourself better. But obviously, it's very hard to go in, do one course, and then get out without them sort of trying to get you to do more.
It's like a Nigerian email scam, you know. They don't stop.
But you obviously, you know, I'm glad you've done your research, and yeah, just, you know, by all means go in, but as I say, be very wary giving them your details.
I hadn't really even crossed my mind.
Because they will hound people.
I mean, getting their claws into me. But I probably won't, because I walk by there every day, so, you know.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But, yeah, it wouldn't be good.
Good stuff, man. Any questions, mate, or?
I don't know. You guys have details? Is it truly anonymous at this stage? I mean, can I join in on some sort of protest?
No, I mean,
not tonight?
No, sure. If you go to whyweprotest.net and click on forums, basically there'll be a sort of thing going down.
Cool. Forum there.
Yeah.
Oh, you give it to us.
Oh, sorry, that's all right. Thank you. Yeah, there's basically like, you know, global protest planning. Click on Europe and just look for some of London. The next London protest is the 20th of Feb.
Oh, okay.
And then the next big one will be the 13th of March. So if you want to come along, by all means, man.
It should be hilarious.
Excellent. We're going to have fun with that. Good luck as well. Yeah, lovely to meet you, mate.
Nice chatting with you.
Yeah, likewise. Take care.
Good work.
Because the current winner, the only question is, Mr. Scientology, whether you